Fuck with y'all, man. My brother died like May 30th, 2017, right? And I went through a fucking like depression, right? I didn't know I was depressed. I just know I was smoking a lot and I was sad as shit, right? It's like depression ain't something you can really physically see. Thank you, I got it, mama, right? She's like, nope. You gotta look at somebody's actions and you gotta see, oh damn, they off, they depressed, you know what I mean? Some people turn to drugs, you know what I mean? Or alcohol, you know what I mean? I got engaged. You know? I didn't get to mourn my brother because I was too busy planning a wedding to a woman I wasn't supposed to be married to, dog. I was so pissed. I'm a courthouse dude. Let's go to courthouse, slam the gavel, we out of here. That make the most sense. I'm paying all this money. My wedding cost like $55,000. That's not to brag, show you how depressed I was. When you walk up to the wedding, it was a violinist playing R&B songs. $3,500. I didn't hear one song from this lady. Then she wanted a singer from American Idol. This nigga wasn't even top 10. He came to Hollywood and got sit back home. Asking for his prices, he was like about $6,000. I said, hey bro, them top 5 prices. I was depressed, dog. So I started, when you depressed, you put stuff in front of your depression versus dealing with it, right? First thing I did was like start playing Call of Duty. Right? Which every black man know, that's not the game for black men if you don't have friends in the game. Because I didn't know them little white boys talk to you crazy. I ain't got the energy for that. I'm playing to get away from my stress. This white boy killed me. Gotcha, nigger. I was like, what, nigga, what? And they don't let up because they know you'll never find them. This nigger can't reload his weapon. Bang, bang, nigger, and you just mad. You mad. But what you gonna do? You can't find at 370, whitey, whitey, whitey. You ain't gonna be able to find it. You know, you play Call of Duty, you know white people say nigger on there all day long. White people, y'all know, don't sit here and act like I'm making this shit up. You go ask your white coworker, can I ask you a second? What, Daniel, do you play the game Call of Duty? Oh, I love it. I love it. I had this comedian on stage last night at the Laugh Factory. He says when white guys play the game, you call the other players nigger. He's gonna, what? Daniel, do you use the word nigger when you play those games? Oh, are you wearing like a wire or anything? You could just be honest with me. Yes, I do, and I love it.